Right, anybody would like to speak, please sign up, and something. And, we'll get right on through it because we've got a lot to cover. We're gonna add a couple things to our agenda. That's going to be the water treatment plant and our annual appointments, and also, contract about the Stanton Plaza. So, do we have anyone that would like to have the 3 minutes? All right, looks like we can move right on. Consent agenda, the December expenditures and the meeting minute. Questions on those, any comment?
Oh, I'm sorry. The only comment I have on the budget is we need to be really careful moving forward. We got 6 more months to go. And we're hitting 51%, 57% on some areas. So we need to be mindful that we gotta make 6 more months, so we need to be very diligent on anything that we spend or do.
One of the things I noticed was our personal property taxes are quite above what we projected for the year. Is there anything popping out that you might be able to help us understand why it's much higher than you were expecting?
I can answer that. We got a lot of tax records this year that were for people that were outside of the town code. So I'm having to go in and make quite a few adjustments to get the incorrect tax people out of their system.
And they paid us as well?
They haven't paid us. We have also been collecting quite a bit on postal tax.
Because we were at like, what is it, 179% of what we expected. So that's quite a bit higher, 126%.
When I say there have been a lot of taxes that have been being caught up, there are a lot of taxes that have been being.
That's a good thing. Just, I want to make sure that when we go into our next budget, we're as accurate as possible so that we won't, it's better to be closer to this last year. But that, thank you.
Any other questions?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda. Just enough the December expenditure report, the December meeting minutes, performance and the December to December. Annual reorganization and appointment, acquisition of one from the DMP.
Second.
Steve?
Yes.
Paul?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Alice? Yes. Bob?
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
All right. We're moving right along. Nobody signed up. We'll just jump right into it. Let's go ahead and start with the water treatment plant. Right here, any motion coming out of close?
I'll make a motion. I'll make a motion to move the town clerk enter to the amendment to lease the Third Partners LLC, resulting in the town receiving a deed of 11-acre parcel of Flottman property, together with the water treatment plant and other facilities thereon, and access to the raw water intake on the Stanton River, as well as the Sycamore Creek.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Alice,
Before we take it, can we talk about this real quick?
sure.
Yeah, so just, everybody probably already knows it, but the water is our biggest expense as a town. Being in control of this is a huge undertaking that our mayor's done a really good job. John, everybody really, that part of the town has put a lot of effort in. This is the only way that we know of that we're gonna be able to get control of our rates is by controlling the water from coming out of that river. So this is a really exciting thing that we're a part of. Probably one of the biggest things that we're gonna be doing in the next, 50 years here in town. So we're real excited to be a part of this.
Any other comments?
I'd like to say thank you, Mayor, for the hard work you've done. Look, you've done.
Well, I make the big bucks.
I want to echo everything that said, thank you, Mayor, for all of that. The complexity of this undertaking is beyond what does or even can meet the eye. This is something we've been working on for a long time, and it has not been easy. It's important to stress the fact that the benefits of this will not be overnight, like other things we've talked about in economic development and revitalization. It is a process, it is not an event. As much as we would all like to see a big reduction in water rates this summer, we will have to be, as my wife would say, brutally honest, that's not on the radar. It is a longer term. But at least we have something to work with now to move forward with that process, with the intention of bringing that about gradually over the next few years. So we thank everyone for your patience, for your endurance. We have something to build on this. This is a huge maintenance study for any town our size. But thank you to everyone for your help on it.
Yeah, and just kind of detailing on that, once this thing is up and running and we'll have a construction phase for it, but when it's up and running, I can promise you're gonna see significant differences in your water rates. And that's gonna be a big plus for this town. In the future, we will be in a position to actually sell water probably down the 29 corridor and that additional revenue, but the days of real high water rate will be gone at that point in time because we were on the track to unsustainability as far as our water cost and rates were. So this gives us new life. And like I said, everybody had a hand in it. Everybody here helped with it. Everybody here had opinions on it, and everybody here contributed. So when you thank somebody, you thank the council. I want to tell you guys how much I appreciate the help. Yeah,
Steve,
Yes.
Paul,
Yes.
Jimmy,
Yes.
Alice,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Gary.
Yes.
great. The plaza update. Bob, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so another big project that's going on is the plaza. If most people are aware, we own the plaza across the street, and we are in the process of trying to improve it to get new tenants in, and that will bring us, new sales tax, and it will bring us, meals tax if we get restaurants, so it is a big potential increase in revenue that doesn't come directly from citizens. So the first thing we have to do is make it look attractive to get people in there. And so we're lucky enough to have found this architectural group called RRMM Architects. They're out of Virginia. They've done a lot of projects at the office in Royal. The lead architect's Mike Astron, and we're really impressed with their work they've done in the past, and really excited to partner with them to figure out how we want the plaza to look going forward, and also to figure out ways to get higher income tenants in there as well as support the current ones that are in there if they want to continue to be a part of that. So really exciting. I'm gonna make a motion that, we accept the proposal from RRMM to be our architect and also a project manager on this, so that we can, move forward with improving that plaza as quickly as we can. That's gonna help us out tremendously here with generating more revenue.
And before we go to the vote, you guys understand what the process will be. We're actually going to tear down the A-frame that's down on the other end. We're going to put a new facade on it, new sign, and then what that will allow us to do is talk to people about coming in and play, let's make a deal with it. Do you want us to do the inside for you, or do you want to do it? If we do it, it's going to cost you more in rent. If you do it, it's going to cost you less in rent. So we can sell the inside spaces based on the outside. And what we are looking at, I can promise you, will be something that you wouldn't imagine. It's going to be different, and it's going to be really good.
Yeah, and definitely want to hear your public opinion on that as well as we move forward with that project.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you ready to make your motion?
I actually did.
Me too. And it's my pleasure to second the motion.
Super. John?
Steve,
Yes.
Paul,
Yes.
Jimmy,
Yes.
Alice, yes, Bob,
Yes.
Gary.
Yes.
Great. Well, let's move on to our reports from Fab. Treasurer Marissa Padilla.
Could be it.
Do what?
Be it, right?
Yeah, it's Lydia.
Padilla.
I've been working a lot with Evelyn since the shift from her starting to do payroll. She did payroll today. We had to clean up a lot of the GL because a lot of the little accounts that payroll was hitting were not the right ones, or when we would make payments for VRS from history, it was kind of always wrong. So we've just been cleaning that up. And last month, the auditors came, so we were getting a lot of info for them. It's just normal federal payments, other state tax payments, and just normal business.
When will that audit be available?
They came, I think, the 12th of December. I'm not sure. Do you know? when-
Yeah, it'll be around, probably after the year.
It's in May.
Give them a review.
Yeah, because it was just like a 6-month period, what they were asking for.
So they'll finish it.
Mhm.
And are we caught up on those VRS payments?
Yeah, but we haven't started with the third party yet. That'll be something new that we're getting ready to. It'll be a project.
Shannon?
Been working mostly with taxes, working with utility billing. So, residential issues, just pretty much all of my norms.
Thank you. Public Works, Joe, Paul?
We had a couple of weeks we had to repair. The one we had to do an underboard on Prospect Road, next to the school, in between my, service line had multiple. We put them back and had some sinking problem. Hey. And, we had another one on Grove, and that happened Monday before Christmas Eve. Contractor couldn't come until Tuesday. But when he was gonna come out on Tuesday, he was working in, Camden County, one line where the cork shop got broken out and couldn't come back. They could not come back and repair the line to the fault. We had to let it deep until that, because the community else would come out. That we run into, that's one of our Christmas, New Year's, we're hoping for nothing to happen, or to get there to come out because they taking their days off, want to be with the family. We've also been, we're ready to go out. All we gotta do tomorrow is print and start stuffing. going on. We had our first, pre-construction conference today with, VDOT, VDH,
Contractors.
yeah, the contractors that are doing all the work on the jobs, which is, Alta Vista Instrument Control, DNR, USSG, which is the old utility services for the town. And, we had to go over everything that needed to be done. We had a lot of reports and paperwork to do. Job's supposed to start in the end of March. Some of the guys are ordering the pumps, and I have to go out later, I have to go out to their companies when they receive them, take pictures of the tags, the price, and then fill later for it, so, and make sure it wasn't damaged in any way.
Yeah, and then they're storing it inside, not outside.
Because it's in the facility.
Yep.
Yeah. Then we also gotta find out if we need, they passed a new, I guess it would be ordinance, rule for that. We have to hang drop signs that they specify, that she went back today to find out if we need to get that or not. We may fall under that. I also have to prepare a town safety plan proposal for all employees to do. And I also have to finish the, emergency response plan that we started last year, worked on for 4 months. Got about halfway through. That's all I have to start, plus we're going over the inspection sheets, how we have to inspect, Davis Bacon, who we have to report to for what. That's where we're at. But that's gonna be a big undertaking, and the last part of the construction job will be the vault. Right now, we're going over the vault because the plans they showed me today said it had a bypass, we can't go there. I don't think it has. If so, we'll have to put one in. Where we're at.
If you want some help with employee safety, I can work on it at home and email it over to you and see what you think.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have the whole thing.
Yeah.
PPE,
Yep.
ladder, traffic control.
Yeah, I've dealt with that a whole lot.
All that has to be submitted by the end of the job. I appreciate that.
Yep.
Thank you.
Well,
Thanks, Paul.
Yep.
Jason?
Sure. So, December was a slow month, which that was good. As far as, I think I told y'all last work session that we had the Christmas for Kids program, so we got all that out for the kids. We had 10 kids. We ended up helping out, so that was good. Got a story for you. I know we had some talk about the heat grant that we got for the cameras. Success story on that was they helped recover vehicles. So that was a good thing. As far as inoperable vehicles, I worked on that. Percentage wise, off those 2 books that I had, I think I got maybe 3 that I'm working with to try to get in compliance on. Probably about, I'd say 80% success rate on that. If I get these taken care of, then I'll start with some more. So it was 24 total. I think I got a handful, 3 or 4 left that I've got to finish up on these 2 books, and then I'll start some more contacts.
24 inoperable vehicles?
It was 20, so I had 2 books and I had 24. 2 of those 24 was lawns, excessive height of grass.
Got it.
So it was 22 inoperable.
Really? And you said 80% already complied?
80% of what's in those books, but 24.
Okay.
That's it.
Has anybody complied already with that?
Yeah, so some of them have removed the vehicles,
They
some of them have removed vehicles, some of them have covered the vehicles.
Okay.
So what I'm doing is, I'll go in and check, and then I'll get back and make contact with them again and say, hey, where we at on this, we gotta fix this. So, and people have been pretty receptive to the way I'm handling it.
So what is our time limit for the rest of those?
As soon as I finish with these, and I'll start them up. Several years ago, we had somebody else over the police department, and they just blanketed everybody at one time, and I don't wanna do that, cause that's just, you get everybody stirred up on it. You just need to take certain amount of people, it's just unmanageable. You need to take this amount, work on this, and then go and work on this, and then just, it's a constant. It's just like snow and shovel, if it snows, you just gotta keep on re-shoveling that, and you'll always have to do that in town for the code violations.
So of the ones you've started that process, when's the end date with those?
So they're already at their end date, so.
They are?
They're at the
Okay.
end date, so I'm telling them, you gotta do something.
Okay.
Or,
That's including the ones on Lynn Street?
oh yeah.
Okay.
When you're able to kind of multitask and work on, some of the yards that we've been talking about, not necessarily an operable vehicle, but
I haven't touched that location of the town yet. That's gonna be a conversation with me and John and whoever else wants to be. That's gonna be in depth. Yeah, I think we're gonna be busy with that.
we gotta do what we gotta do.
Oh, yeah, I don't disagree with you. I just,
Thank you.
yeah.
John, Lee,
Most of my time this last month has been, working on this, roof and, beams and things that we had to get straight and work out. So, we got it passed tonight, so it's an accomplishment. And, I'm glad that we have that, a big step forward. One other thing I've done is we had a 10-minute, flag and it's a problem with late rent, so we send for tomorrow, Jason's gonna serve and notice on the lady to pay her rent in 5 days or she's gonna have to move out. And I've done this one other time and she paid $3,000. And this time she owed $2,000. So it's just getting, same cycle over and over. But we'll see what happens this time. And then, our request to amend the statute of the General Assembly, I put that in a month ago and, really hadn't heard anything more about it, whether it's gonna come up, and the General Assembly is gonna be, opening up next Monday, I think. So, I'm hoping that Representative Delegate Zare has done his job. That's all I got.
all right. Thank you. Moving on, we've got, the annual appointments that we need to get to as well. Yes, we could probably start with Vice Mayor.
Nate Bob again if he'll take it.
Thank you.
I'll second that.
Absolutely. It was great, John. Appreciate it. Good to have someone who's close by and available during the day to have done.
Oh, yeah.
And a little bit more energetic. Very much support Bob on that.
And does a good job at it.
Thank you all. I appreciate it.
I hear a second.
Did we get a motion on that?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I'll second.
Steve,
Yes.
Paul,
Yes.
Jimmy,
Yes.
Alice.
Yes.
Carrie.
Yes.
I guess we could do the planning commission next.
So I would like to appoint Paul Johnson to Planning Commission. He's already put in a lot of work there this past year, and this year is going to be even more work. So appreciate you doing that if you're willing to.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And I second that.
Shannon, we can get a second.
Steve,
Yes.
Paul,
Yes.
Jimmy,
Yes.
Alice.
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Pierce.
Yes.
Next would be the Stanton River Regional Investment Facility Authority appointment. We have to have, two and then one alternate.
So I'm more than happy to do this one as well. I know that you're a member right now, and Councilmember Poindexter is a member right now, and Councilmember Bonds are alternate, and then who's our other member? Yeah, here you go. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure. Wasn't sure if Steve was it. This is a big year for SERPA as well. A lot of things in the work right now. I think it's best we keep the current group in there so that we don't have to do a lot of catch up here. So with that being said, I'd like to appoint Councilmember Poindexter as a full member, Mayor Podnet as a full member, and Councilmember Bond as our alternate.
Second that.
Steve?
Yes.
Paul?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Alice? Yes. Bob?
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
The, Board of Zoning Appeals, planning, is the planning separate from that, or is it the Board of Zoning Appeals is what it is?
Someone, there should be a list in the planning commissioner and the rotation of their terms. I'm sure who has that info. I know they have staggered, probably someone who ran out at the end of the year. BZA is a separate entity with things that may be anticipated in this year. We need to make sure that all everybody is in seat for field.
Have we got to go over the, ones that, who's on and for what term and when they expire? And usually they're staggered, when we're done, it's gonna be some of 5 years, some 4, some 3. You have to see who's coming up.
I've got the list for the planning committee, but no, the zoning appeals used to be, before I came on council, with myself, Kenny Cruz, and Jeffrey Blaze. I assume Jeff's still on it. Kenny Cruz has got some different health issues going on.
Yeah, they haven't met in probably a year.
Not since we met with John on the federal board.
They don't meet very often, but it's just an as-needed thing or something. Some years they don't meet at all, but they need, like anything else, they need to be available when needed.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll need a replacement for Kenneth.
And those are the
Yeah, but we gotta see, gotta get what the terms are.
I'll see if we can find that. We'll go through that.
So for the planning commission, does anybody expire in December, or just last December?
Jeremy Shelton, 40, but she got married.
Okay. So
Theirs was due to expire December this year.
okay.
Well, December of 25.
Yeah.
Glenn Mitchell was also the fill-in, and his expired in December, so we need to get with those 3.
So we need 3 planning commissioners left.
We need to see if they'll take it back, yes.
We need them more often.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure Jeremy will, Courtney will probably do it as well.
Well, they did a good job.
Yeah, and Lynn was not.
Yes. He was a fill-in.
Yeah, so I'd be willing to bet they would do it.
But, Jeffrey Blaze and then Jared Underwood there.
They had another 4.
Yeah.
But their board is on the field, like,
No, planning commission. Jeffrey's on
both of them.
So we need to,
Yeah, July 1st, Jeffrey and Jeremy both went in. Jeremy and Courtney.
To identify 3 people at least that are willing to serve on the PC. Yeah. That's worth it.
want to make a call for people who put in resumes. We've done that in the past.
reach out to those.
We did, those three did a great job, bless them. I'm more than happy to reappoint them if they're willing to, but
I can make a call tomorrow and see if they're interested.
Okay. And if not, then, you know,
and we don't know about the board of zoning appeals right now.
the only one I know of was Jeffrey, and I've been on off for a year, so yeah, probably the next 5 years.
When that information is figured out, is that something we can put on the website?
Should be.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, it was on there.
Yeah.
So, my information and the BZA.
All these things have to be updated at least annually or whatever the, we got some work to do on that. And while we're talking about the website, and all 7 of them are here, we need to see if we can get an updated roof picture next time. For that, we haven't done that for a while.
That way, properly.
That way the people will know who is,
No goodies.
who's at the table. And, let's see, is there anything else, maybe I'm forgetting? About the website or? Gary, you had mentioned back in the fall about restarting the newsletter, and I started a process on that. Really heard anything else in the window of time here, because Joe said y'all was about ready to do the water bill. Do we have time to get that in there this morning, or we're gonna have to wait till April? Don't have any time tomorrow, but what day are you thinking about mailing?
Well, it would go out with the water bills. What day are you looking at, Joe?
I was looking towards, Friday.
I'd say probably don't have time.
That's,
I mean, I could push it to Monday if you want. That's about
you
all.
gotta have time to fill them and fold them.
Well, with folding machine, we speed that up.
That helps, doesn't it?
If we can knock them down in about a day.
That helps it. You know, whatever the majority wants to do, if that's something that we need to do to improve communications, you know, Monday should be doable, but I'm not gonna have any time tomorrow to work on that.
I can push it to Monday.
I need to know from both the council and the staff if there is anything that needs to go in there, because I'm not in the know of everything that might be, you know, down the pipe, say.
Well, unfortunately, for me, you're not gonna get any help because I am wide open.
Well, I understand that, that's, you know, I'll be glad to write it, I just need to know
If I get
what items that people are aware of that the public benefits
from
from.
coming right around the corner, be mindful of yards.
So far, what I have is the cleanup day in early March. There's a kind of people as the mowing season approaches, maybe about discharging trash into the street.
And we maybe gonna put something about the cars, to make people aware about cars.
Call before you dig, that's on the website. That type of events and all that, that's all I have.
We put the plaza update, what we just talked about today, I think would be a good bridge.
So plaza update and acquisition of the waterfront is two pretty big, those are the actual 2 biggest news items right now. All right, I will try to find some time Thursday to work on that. And, you know, have it to you so that y'all can try to get that out.
And you know,
Work.
I would add is the trash pickup if there's any special rates coming up in that, which I don't think there is, but it's always good to remind people.
One of the things we might want to add in that too is only 1 trash can per household is calculated into our cost, and we have a few people that apparently the trash cans have grown, it's only 1, and I don't think we want to start charging people for additional cans.
Probably some right on the side. My photographic memory is about to snap.
And remind people to get them in a timely manner. People still leave them on the street. One down.
What's the procedure for somebody, if I have a neighbor ask me, he said he can't get on this system that we have here. What's the proper way to get on, to listen to the meetings?
There's a link on the website, the town website, you can click and it'll take you to.
Go to the link on the website.
From the home page, go down to the bottom, and there's a box down there that says meeting live stream. When you click on that, then it takes you to a description there, and there's a link you click there that takes you to our YouTube channel. And then you can see from that all of the meetings that have been forwarded up to that point. All right, so on to Wildwood Water Plant, garbage can, what else?
You can remind people about Waterville, we'll go out on the 15th. If they went out like January 15th, they do that 30th, which is the 15th of February, there's a leaflet, and 15th. They seem to bottom them saying they got 90 days paid work. And then they get back.
Let me make sure I've got the green right there, that they're going out on the 15th
Of January.
of January.
Well, that's what's on the bill, 15th of January.
15th, normal due date is the 30th.
30 days. So the normal due date would be February 15th.
Due 2/15, and then the link on that.
Yes.
They're also at the town codes now on the website,
That's a good one.
Civic Plus.
Yeah.
Because that hasn't been announced.
People from there are not aware of that. That's the thing.
I love the fact that it's alphabetical now.
I think that should really streamline that and made it more user friendly. The system that we had before was, yes. It's been that way for decades. That's one project I'm glad to have off the checklist.
So you good at that?
I hope so. I've probably already got more than I'm squeezed in there, but I'll just,
All right, the only thing that I've got to say is, I think that our residents should be really happy and glad that they live in town of Hurt, because they're getting ready to do a whole lot of change. And, I think they're gonna like what they see, so good time to be, what would we call ourselves? Hurts, Hurtians. Whatever we are, it's a good time to be us. How about that? Shannon, you can put that in your paper. It's a good time to be us, being Hurt. All right. Thank everybody for coming, and we'll, have our work session on the 22nd. See you all.
Work session.